It's every kid's dream, well, especially in 2026, right? Goofing around in the basement with your buddy, filming funny videos together, and then, I don't know, building one of the most watched, most talked about social media brands out there. Zach and Brian, okay, two New Jersey natives. They're the creators of the Makeshift Project. You know what this is. This is a podcast and digital brand that focuses on food, sports, pop culture, everything else you didn't even know about, even you didn't care about. It is a monster hit with millions of followers, and by the way, billions of views. Take a look.
Can you guess the 7 things you should never use in a hotel room?
What should I not use?
Okay, well, you're going to guess it.
The bathroom.
The bathroom. Okay, I'm going to need you to be a little more specific.
I know.
Oh.
You should never touch the TV remote.
The TV remote is one of those things. It's one of the dirtiest items in the room. It can carry bacteria like E. coli and staph.
I can't imagine the cleaners going to the remote and cleaning it off.
It's hard to clean between the buttons, even if they do clean it.
I'm going to say maybe the bed sheets, the comforter.
So the bed sheets are fine, but the bedspread and decorative pillows, unlike the sheets, they go weeks without cleaning.
Some people travel with pillows.
Some people do that. Well, the decorative pillows are the ones you got to worry about.
Let's go with the coffee pot.
The in-room kettle is often used for washing clothes or heating food. It's rarely deep cleaned, so you could be using the kettle for food or drinks and stuff, and you could have like old remnants of clothes in your kettle.
What else should you not touch in a hotel room? What about the doorknobs?
The doorknobs are fine.
The soap?
The soap, okay. What kind of soap?
The bar soap.
Not the bar soap.
Body wash.
Yes, the wall-mounted shower dispensers.
You shouldn't touch it?
They accumulate bacteria over time, and they're rarely cleaned between uses.
Not the toilet flushy thingy?
Now, think of stuff that like you would use while consuming things.
A cup.
The glasses and the cups are often rinsed in bathroom sinks and wiped down with reused cloths.
I never use the cups anyways.
But if you do have like liquor, usually like you want to put something on the rocks, what do you use it?
The ice machine.
The ice bucket is used for things other than ice and has general containers, and it's not always properly cleaned between guests.
I don't think I've ever used the ice bucket.
The last one you need, I feel like a king when I put this on.
The robe?
The hotel robe, because it's not always washed and clean. They rely on a visual inspection.
Yeah,
so they
gross.
look at it, they go, that's clean, and then they leave it.
Yeah, that's terrifying. The Makeshift Project in studio with me now. Welcome to Brian Conforth and Zach Masikia. Great to have you both here. Okay, first of all, I understand, Brian, you guys started this in 2021. Did you ever think that this was going to be a career? Man, how'd you blow up?
Yeah, I mean, we started it in the basement, and it's still currently in the basement. We started it kind of during COVID because we had nothing else to do. And we didn't really have a down-the-line vision of this becoming our career. We were kind of just like goofing around and hanging out and spending time together and filming on our iPhones, and it kind of enhanced into this.
Zach, when did it change? Because a lot of people are always trying to make it big on social media, right? Particularly a younger generation. When were you like, uh-oh, something's happening? Was it like, were you looking at the algorithm? Were you looking at the metrics? Were you getting recognized?
I had a call with my friend. I was in bed in an apartment in Matawan, New Jersey, and he goes, I think you found your thing, because the second video that we posted blew up. It had like 600,000 views. We're like, oh, I think we actually might be onto something. And like, I said no at first to doing it. 4 hours later, I texted him, I was like, all right, fine, I'll do it. And then, you know, we've run with it since, and we've been full-time for 2 years now, so it's been crazy.
What people don't realize is, aside from staying in the basement, you guys have been friends since the first grade. I don't know anybody that's been friends since the first grade. Has, you know, getting into business, has it changed the relationship at all?
Not really. I think that getting into the business, it just makes us, it gives us more opportunity to hang out more often. Like, we went to different colleges. He went to Maryland. I went to Rutgers. So now we're together every day. He lives in Connecticut now, so we're here every day together. We're communicating more than anyone else I communicate with, more than my mom, more than my girlfriend. We're just talking every day as best friends would how they grew up.
And it's like we're going to sporting events and stuff, which is like
live shows, live shows too. That's awesome. All right. So I have to have you guys for the blind ranking. So if everybody doesn't know what this is, we're going to rank 5 things. You're going to do it. I have the list here. You don't know what's coming, so you just have to list 1 through 5.
Agree. Yeah, it's our bread and butter.
This gets a little contentious. So okay, the topic is, I'm not going to show you which ones they are, but the topic is most iconic hairstyle.
Okay.
Okay, ready? All right.
Let's do it.
Here's the first one. The mop top. The Beatles.
The mop top. Not a fan.
Yeah, it gives me bowl cut.
I'm not going to lie, that was kind of my haircut growing up.
It was. No, and we don't have a picture
I'm
of
sorry
that,
for you. I'm sorry for you.
Mine was a little bit.
Is that why you're wearing the hat? Is it underneath
No, I have no hair.
Okay.
We're bald over here.
So what do you think, guys?
I think I'm comfortable with like 4 or 5.
Let's go 5. Let's be bold.
Yeah, let's go
5. I think we have a board up somewhere that we're doing it. Okay, 5 is the
Just
mop
not
top.
a good cut.
All right, the Rachel. the Rachel, Jennifer Aniston on Friends. This was a big one. Everybody wanted this.
I don't mind this. I feel like
Is this like the bob?
Kind of. This is
like
like
the bob?
pinnacle, what, 90s, early 2000s haircut for women.
I think it's coming back.
Let's go. You like 2 or 3?
I like 3.
Okay, let's go 3.
like
We're
okay.
comfortable
I think
with
I
3.
like that you guys are agreeing on this. Okay.
We have to.
Yeah.
Mr. T, the Mohawk.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Easily,
Number
easily.
1.
If Zach could grow hair like that, I guarantee he would have that type of hair.
Really?
I think my brother rocked that haircut.
You
for
would
a
also
period of
do
time.
the.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The chin strap.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would love it.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's number 1 by far.
This is why Rocky lost in the first match.
Because of the haircut.
first round.
If I ever get a hair transplant, I'm going.
Yeah, I like that move. I love that move.
This one I didn't know, but my producer Christopher came up with this one, and then I thought about it. The Farrah. So Farrah Fawcett's Charlie Angel's wigs.
4. I don't even need.
Yeah,
oh.
that's the big hair. What is that? Like the 70s?
Yeah,
I could be totally wrong.
I'm out on that. I
I
feel
think
like
if you had that, you'd rock it. Like if
we had that?
I would rock that.
I don't
if
have
had
any
it.
hair.
Well,
I'd take any hair on.
well, if
today.
we had AI and a different version of the show in 5 years, we'd be able to already make that.
I'm gonna go comfortably 4.
I like 4, so we have 2 open.
We have 2 open.
I'm
yeah.
comfortable with that. We're
I'm happy
good.
with this so far.
I love you guys
I have a
because
guess.
because number 2 is mine.
Yeah.
Jesse, they have it listed. The Weber. Jesse Weber's luxurious locks. That's not because I have producers that work for me. I assume they're not biased, but that's number 2. I feel good about that.
I mean,
this
phenomenal
This
head
is
of
the
hair.
best photo you could get of me. All right.
Just show them on camera right here, right
it's
now.
not-
It's
it looks-
good.
I'm better than like that. I mentioned the live shows, by the way.
Yeah.
What are the live shows like? What do you guys do?
I think we get interactive. So we know we're not going to do a stand-up routine for like an hour and a half up there. So we like bringing people from the audience on stage to interact with us and play our games and, you know, really just be fun.
Yeah, when people come up to us in real life and they notice us, they ask if we could do like a blind ranking or do a top 10 or do a game that we play. So we try to give the fans and the audience that opportunity when they come to the live shows to be interactive with us.
By the way, how much research do you guys do for every top 5? Like, I mean, the hotel stuff was terrifying and disgusting, but yeah.
We both research separately, so I don't know what he's going to bring up, and he doesn't know what I'm going to bring up.
It's
So
a surprise every week that we do, and we film every Monday or Tuesday, and it's just, you know, reveal the information. Let's do it.
Do you know how many people shouted at their screen right now? I know those guys. I know those guys. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. Zach,
Appreciate it.
Ryan, a
Thanks for having
pleasure.
us.
Bringing good content in a world with so much tough subject matter. Thank you so much. All right. Okay.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.